Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope everyone's doing amazing. Before we start, I want to ask you a thing. What do you think most people will do when there are free time or break time at school? My answer is most of my classmates would play their phone, although they're still socializing through online game, along with some people who play on their cell phones while walking, literally stumble because they are not aware of their surroundings except their phone. Maybe you've experienced this before too. Isn't that interesting how influential technology is in human life today? Hello, I'm Dzakia from Nizhomiyah Senior High School. Nice to meet you. Now that we're here, looks like we're going to have a nice time talking about the role of technology in improving education in the digital era. To be honest, does this sound familiar to you? Because I think it does. I will kindly tell you about my experience during the lockdown in Indonesia due to the COVID-19 virus, when the government informed that schools were required to carry out online learning. One of my school's efforts to facilitate online learning activities is created its own website for giving and collecting assignments given by teachers. My school also provides reports that must be sent via group chat by each student in the form of photos of school activities at home, which also includes class screenshots and Zoom meetings. Well, to be fair, I once fell asleep while having a Zoom meeting, and I'm sure at this point of life we all have at least once accidentally done this before. However, I'm still a good student anyway, that I always make sure to finish all my daily homework. Always put this in mind. If you still have homework to do it now. Don't procrastinate, don't pile them up, because what are you reading for? From all that, as someone who spent around 2 years of junior high school in front of a screen, I'd say it was a pretty good time. However, before we stop further, it would be best to know first about what the digital era is. As the saying goes, out of sight, out of mind. Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, the Internet of Things, and many more. We are now in an era where everything is so advanced. Furthermore, the development of technology in this era cannot be denied that it will affect the education sector, which, of course, has both positive and negative impacts for us students as well as the educators. Hence, I'd like to talk first about how this advanced technological development can really help the current education sector. As a student in this digital era, I've witnessed numerous positive changes in my life over time. Could you have guessed that I used to be a child lacking confidence? I was also uncertain about my vision until my parents and school provided internet and gadget facilities promoting healthy use. I began interacting on social media, creating video assignments uploaded on YouTube. Admittedly, it was quite challenging with my basic cell phone, but that didn't deter me. Without realizing, these experiences had a positive impact and proved beneficial in unexpected ways. Just imagine, consuming self improvement content on social media has boosted my confidence significantly. Moreover, engaging in creative editing for YouTube video assignments has honed our creativity, particularly in stimulating the right side of our brains. The introduction of such technology has also opened doors to various competitions for Indonesian students, fostering healthy competition and providing opportunities for growth, as well as the positive impacts felt by students. Do you know that educators also feel the same way? You know that on the internet there are various materials that are uniquely packaged. And thank God, I'm so grateful that this can help teachers to create fun teaching materials that will be delivered to their students. Because that way, class becomes more fun. Agree? And many other things. Well, it turns out that the development of technology in the field of education is very helpful. But we all know that it also cannot be denied that there are quite a lot of negative impacts from the use of unhealthy technology. I apologize if this feels like an attack, but the reality of the surge in online game addiction cases, largely stemming from a lack of parental oversight in children's gadget use, it's unfortunately no joke. This has quite an impact on children's learning abilities if not balanced with other activities. Speaking as a gamer myself, let's face it, there are countless enjoyable activities beyond playing games all day long. Did you know that the unhealthy use of social media can profoundly influence a person's morals? It's alarming that not a few individuals commit crimes influenced by inappropriate content on social platforms. Somehow, technology can also contribute making people lethargic, fostering a desire for instant gratification in all aspects of life. In my opinion, smart internet can only be controlled by smart people. Hey, it's not hard to look for useful and pleasant things on the internet. We can even try to have new hobbies by looking at tutorials on the internet instead of doing unpleasant things only to appear on people for you pages. Learning new pieces of knowledge that we love to learn on the internet from credible sources is a lot. I personally use the internet to learn new languages with methods and sources that I like. Just open the application, type, and search. Don't forget to read carefully. If possible, write it down in your notes application. Currently, I'm learning Japanese through anime and manga. Somehow, learning becomes more fun and I learn the language faster. You can also use this method. Your brain is starving. It needs to be fed by great things, which can be filling for the brain. From all that, the conclusion that can be drawn is how technology can help the world of education in the digital era, making it easier for us to be able to improve the quality of learning as well as ourselves. I hope we do not ever forget that we must be able to control ourselves for all this, no matter if you're an adult or a child, because at the end of the day, we're still human. Last but not least, along with this closing, I want nothing but to raise awareness of all of us to be able to make the best use of technology in this digital era. Thank you so much for the fascinating opportunity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.